Hey everybody, welcome to Revitalize ReConnect Meets, where I get the opportunity to meet with a business owner and key influencer from the UK business community. And today I've got the great pleasure to be with a gentleman that I've got to know over the last 2 years, and especially as he's been running his business for the last 2 years. But previous experiences is 31 years, believe it or not, yes, 31 years as a police officer in the police force, and also 6.5 years in corporate security. Can you please welcome the gentleman that is cop to coach, running the actual contentment life coaching, the one and only Mr. Willie Nicol. Willie, how are you doing today?
Hello, Lee. Yes, I'm doing very well, thank you. And I'm much obliged to you for that brilliant build up there. Thank you.
That's quite all right. I tried my best without getting the giggles, really, so we're doing okay on that one. It's a good sign. But yeah, thanks for meeting up with us. Really appreciate it. And it's nice to get an insight. I wanted to find out, we've known each other for quite a while now, and it was nice to have a catch up just to really find out a bit more where you are right now with the business, as I've seen it nurture and grow over the last fair few years. Hi, welcome, no problems. And first off, what I want to find out, could you share with everybody a bit about your business and what you do?
Certainly. I help people who may be struggling with things in their life. And I use the word things advisedly because I don't like using words like issues and problems and obstacles, because these words are inherently negative. If we say, oh, that's going to be a problem, or that's an issue, we're halfway to being beat right from the get-go. So I just say things, what things are holding you back? So I help people with things that are preventing them from getting where they want to be, from realising their goals, from getting the outcomes they want.
Brilliant. And you've been helping a lot of different connections, especially as you're part of the Revitalize Business Club. You've been helping a lot of the members within the club as well with a lot of their things that they've been dealing with. And one of the big things for me is that we mentioned a few earlier of your biggest achievements to date. Would you mind sharing everybody what's been your biggest achievement in your business journey and why?
My biggest achievement, I would suggest, Lee, is that I get the privilege of helping people move from where they are now after they've realised they're not moving forward as much as they'd like. And I help and support them during that journey so that they get from A, where they are now, to B, where they want to be. And the reason I really like that, and my why, as it were, is it gives me enormous satisfaction to help people and to hear them say, thank you, Willie, you've helped me to move on, or you've changed my life, or I feel a lot better. It's great.
And again, it's always nice to get that sort of thanks and courteous of when you have helped somebody to get from that stage where they're on a certain level back up to the level that they want to be at, really. Because certain life experiences do hit you when you don't expect it.
Very much so. Just one little story. One client came to me. It was a bit of a dark place. And I asked him what it was he wanted. And he said, I want my life back, which was a bit of a challenge. But we spent 10 sessions on a program, and he got his life back. And he sent me a very nice testimonial. So that was a great sense of achievement.
Oh, super. Well done on that one. Congratulations. Over the last fair few weeks, we've had a lot dealing with certain present circumstances. And one of the things I really wanted to find out is how are you diversifying your business in helping many people with a wide range of areas? How are you diversifying what you're doing right now?
Well, although I did provide coaching services online prior to the lockdown, I much prefer to do face-to-face consultations where people would come to my house and we'd sit in a room and do what we did, or I'd go to their house for that matter. Obviously, that's not a possibility now, so I'm obliged to do what I do online. I'm diversifying slightly from pure life coaching to career coaching, primarily aimed at retiring police officers and other members of the emergency services, because I was astonished to find out recently that these people who've been in a job for 30 years, as I was, want a new job when they retire, but have very little idea what they want to do. So I now provide help, support, guidance on getting them started in the right path to find a job that's the right fit for them.
And that's great, especially at the moment, because there is a sense of uncertainty around everybody at the moment who they don't know what's on the horizon, but they're trying to plan for the road ahead. And I guess you are that assistance in making sure that they've got the road in place.
There's that element to it, and coincidentally enough, I put a post on LinkedIn the other night there entitled "Certainty and Uncertainty in These Uncertain Times," and the theme of that was, in these uncertain times, how can we best manage the additional uncertainty and the resulting stress and anxiety? So I would urge people to go online and find my post.
Definitely, if you are listening in and watching today, have a look for that post, and I might even tag it in to the post at some point as well. And so definitely worth a good read. Over the time you've been helping many people with various different types of levels within business, of self-belief to likes of anxiety to helping them with personal fulfillment, etc. as well. What golden tip or advice would you give to somebody right now who's feeling a little bit unsettled and they need to just try and keep themselves slightly calm? What would you say to them right now, Willie?
My top tip would be to control what you can control and try not to worry about what you can't. And I'm reminded of an old prayer called the Serenity Prayer, which I have reinterpreted, if you like. And I say to myself these words: give me the grace not to try to control what I can't control. Give me the strength to control what I can control, and give me the wisdom to know the difference between the two. So my top tip would be control or change what you can. Don't worry about what is out with your control, because right now there's an awful lot out of our control. And stay calm by remembering everything must pass. These things will pass. My lovely stepdaughter came up with a saying, each day that passes is just one day closer to this all being over. And I was really impressed with that, till I found out she'd found it on Instagram. However, that applies. This will pass. Now, we don't know when, but it will. So hold on to that thought and control what you can, and don't worry about what you can't.
But I think when you touch on that, like where they're finding information from, especially for the age groups, everyone's got the resources of finding out exactly what you just said there. And I think it's great that the support levels are there to help people going forward. I think it's brilliant. So fantastic. So looking at going forward and looking at how you're developing and everything you've done with the achievements, everything you've done with diversifying your business, what is the next step for Willie Nicol and the contentment life coaching? What's the next level for you? What's the next door to go through?
Well, just prior to lockdown, I was in the process of organising group webinars, group seminars, video presentations, which involved people, which is no longer an option. So I'll be doing all of that online now, building up my cop to coach side of my business, from retiring police officers to emergency services personnel, moving on probably to armed forces, things like that. But I read an interesting article that people, even during this situation of uncertainty, are looking to change careers. They have discovered or been forced into a situation where they think, I'm not enjoying this job, I want to change. And they have to balance that desire to change with the security they have already. And again, I can help with that. So it'll be diversifying by providing more services and figuring out the best way to do it online, virtually.
Very true. How long does a normal session last for? If it's going to be online, would you be able to let everybody know how long you'll be doing those sessions for, the durations?
Of course. Generally speaking, a session, whether online or in person, is about an hour. Right. If it can be shorter than that, if we get the work done, fine. If it's longer than that, fine. There comes a cut-off point where you get a wee bit brain fogged, but generally an hour for one-to-one. If we could do group sessions, it will probably be less intensive, so it can be for a longer period of time.
Thank you very much. And what would be, I want to also ask you this question as well, especially when I got to meet you when you were just at the threshold, the early stages of your business. if someone's looking to create their own business, especially now, looking to change their career, but saying they want to start their own business, what advice would you give to them right now, looking to set themselves up?
How long have you got? Because I've made a few mistakes. One of the biggest was thinking that I could go out there and I would get a lot of business through word of mouth. That worked up to a point. I now have a marketing guru who's doing my marketing for me, because being a man of a certain age, that's all foreign to me. So marketing, your sales, have a structure, have a plan, think things in advance, don't leave too much to chance and trust, but give us all a break as well. Don't be too focused when you burn out. So that would be my kind of top advice.
Thanks very much, Willie. And I think you're right in saying you're having the right team, the right support level that's around you to take you forward. And I think that's something that you can share with everybody, is make sure you have the right people that can help you in the right areas to make your business move forward.
Absolutely. What I should have said, and how I missed talking to you, of course, of all people, is networking. Networking is absolutely crucial. Obviously, we can't meet in person, but we can do it online. The old adage, 2 heads are better than 1, is absolutely correct. And if you have a network like Revitalize, where you can have 50 or 60 heads, extrapolate that exponentially, because no one has a monopoly on the best ideas. And if you have access to that level of expertise and knowledge, it's invaluable. So networking is an absolute must.
100% agreement on that one for you. And if anybody wants to reach out to you right now, what's the best way of getting in touch with Mr. Willie Nicol and tapping into that wealth of knowledge that you've got?
I'm on LinkedIn. I have a Facebook page. They're under the banner of Contentment Life Coaching. I'm pretty easily found. You can maybe see my phone number there if I'm not moving in the wrong direction. I'm happy to talk to anyone just now who might be suffering from elevated levels of stress, anxiety, overwhelm, or whatever it is just now. It's a free offer. The first consultation is free. I'm sure I'll be able to help you. If I can't help you ongoing, I'm sure I will know somebody who will. So that's my offer to you. Get in touch with me, phone, email, through LinkedIn, Facebook. Happy to chat with anyone.
Brilliant. Thanks, Willie. And I would highly recommend anybody who's listening or watching today to reach out to Willie, have a conversation with him, find out how he's helped many people in various different situations by moving forward and getting traction in their life, and just being that lending ear. You've helped so many people, Willie. It's been absolutely superb to get to know you and actually see what you've been doing as well. So thank you very much, and thanks for your time this afternoon. I greatly, sincerely appreciate it. Well and truly.
You're absolutely welcome, and it's been an honour and a privilege to be on your video. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and I hope I haven't bored everybody too much.
Why, no, we haven't at all whatsoever. Looking forward to seeing many people again. Myself and Willie will see you very soon. We hope everybody keeps safe and stay healthy. But stay tuned for more Revitalize, ReConnect Meets podcast and YouTube interviews coming very, very soon. Take care, everybody, and we'll speak soon. Bye-bye for now.
Bye now. Bye-bye.